I come from a long line of culture keepers from the Philippines. I come from the Ifugao tribe. It's the only one of the two tribes that was not conquered by Spain for over 300 years. When my great-grandfather, who was German, came to the Philippines, the first thing he did was to write down the history of my people. I've got big shoes to fill.
You just went through another successful Lunar New Year. What goes into putting on these events, interweaving with other events in the community?
Well, I'm multicultural, and so I am part German, part Spanish, part Southeast Indian, and part Filipino. To me, it just is second nature for me to want to explore and understand and celebrate all the different cultural groups that I encounter.
Maybe talk about your involvement in many of the BIPOC and multicultural communities here, why it's important to you and why it's important for the Spokane community.
So when we started Spokane United We Stand, it was in March 2020. It was during the rise of the anti-Asian hate crimes nationwide and globally. And there were also some incidents here in Spokane. So we started by doing our research, and we found out Spokane had a Chinatown. And then one thing led to another. Then we found out Spokane not only had a Chinatown, it had a Little Tokyo or Trent Alley. And then we found out that there was this huge historic international district. And then in that research, we found out that there were Native Americans, there were Hispanics, there were African Americans, there were Middle Eastern, there were European business owners that coexisted in this area called Chinatown. So from the get-go, Spokane has been a cultural melting pot, and we are right now working on uncovering those amazing stories that we've been tracking down the descendants of the business owners, because Spokane is shaped by our immigrant, except for the Native Americans, we're all immigrants, by our immigrant past.
Any big projects on the horizon?
Well, we're working on a documentary video on Spokane's historic international district as we speak, and just wanting to highlight those amazing stories of the diversity, the richness of Spokane's cultural past from the voices of its BIPOC community and its European community as well. We're wanting to produce this video to bring a sense of belonging to everyone who calls City of Spokane home.